first finish something from yesterday. Because a lot of people questioned what I said, so I want to produce the sources. Okay, so Rabbi Bikasi, for example, when he said a shir, so when we used to argue with him, he said, the snip monster from Master Rebbe. You know, that was his excuse. So the question was yesterday, when we learned about שהחיינו, and it mentions over here, the Rebbe mentions Narayim and Ampolios. Ampolios, it seems like it's some type of a sock, like a heavy sock, like that they wore instead of a shoe. It was a shoe. And Narayim means shoes. So I said yesterday that there's a question if on shoes you make a שהחיינו or not. Why is the question? The question is because the shoes are made from leather usually, and to make from leather you have to kill an animal. So you have to kill an animal, so it's Sal B'chaim already. So you don't make a שהחיינו. Al derech, not exactly, but al derech by a bris. These fathers make a שהחיינו by a bris. We Ashkenazim don't make a שהחיינו, and the reason is because the child has tzar, so we don't make a שהחיינו. So the question was, and I also said that Yosef, when the brothers sold him, they said they sold him Esrim Kesef. What did they do with the money? They bought shoes. So everybody was surprised. Where did I get this idea that they bought shoes? Okay, so let's go one thing at a time. Okay. First of all, we'll take a Chumash Bereshis. Chumash Bereshis state over here that Vayimkru es Yosef ve'Ishmael be'esrim kosov. They sold him for $20. Comes along the Targum Yonasim and Azil. That's a Tana from the Gemara, and he says over here. Let me just find it over here. It says, "V'zabinu yas Yosef." They sold Yosef la'arvoyim to the Arabs. Be'esrim moyin diksov, $20 silver. V'zabinu min hain, and with this they bought min olim. They bought shoes.
Where did he get it from?
So it's very good. A good question. Where did he get it? So in the Chumash, there's a Piddush on Yonasim ben Azil. So the Yonasim ben Azil says that there's a pasuk in Tanakh in Amos. Amos is one of the Trayosah. So he says over here, Piddush konu man olim l'ragleim. They bought shoes for their feet. The Ksiv is stated in pasuk in Amos, al michram b'kesef kesef, al michram b'kesef tzadik ve'evyam b'avur nalayim. So you see already.
The pasuk the pasuk sounds familiar. It's in Amos.
Here, right over here. It's over here and over here.
It sounds like a pasuk that we see.
They bought this.
They bought for themselves shoes.
That's good.
With the money that they got for selling Yosef, they got shoes.
It's symbolic.
So that means it's not a good thing.
Huh?
That they'll step on him, symbolic.
So that means it's not a good thing. Came out a bad thing from it.
What's the title?
So bad thing came out from the shoes, from the money from the shoes.
It's al michram b'kesev. On the selling of money, they sold a rich tzaddik.
From the shoes.
Evyim b'avur na'alayim. I don't know that.
Al pi chassidus, tzaddik goes on Yosef.
Yeah, tzaddik is Yosef. Yeah, I understand that. No, but who's the Evyim over here on the line?
Same time.
Poor boy. Yosef was a poor boy.
The poor boy, they bought shoes. The tzaddik, but it was Okay, so that helps us with that.
Takes care of one part. Now, the din here in Shulchan Aruch in Siman Tov in Reish Chav Gimel. We don't have it in the Rebbe Shulchan Aruch. There's the dinim of a bracha, which we learned actually yesterday. I'll read over here. He says, "Kana kelim shemishtamshim bahem hu ubnei beisay so mevarach atayva meitav im nosnu loy b'matana mevarach atayva meitav k'shei tayva loy b'anoisen because we got yesterday. Okay. Then he says, Al davar she'ein chashuv, kol kach, something's not so chashuv, k'gayin chaluk, like it says a shirt, or min olam v'ampolius, or min olam shoes. He touches up that what ampolius means. Pirish, min olam ketanim shechayf v'roiv harego. It does. It's something like a sandal. It's not a full shoe. Ein mevochem. You don't make a bracha. V'imu oni v'samer b'hem.
For him, that's a big deal.
V'yesh shaymun. Da'afilu oni einem v'varach achaluk. This is the Ramah. Einem v'varach achaluk u'min olam u'kedayme. V'chein noegim. That means because they're not so chosher. It's not chosher. Then he says,
But the truth of the matter is that
the minig is someone, if you see someone putting on a new garment, so tevala v'tes chadash. That means like nutzgesundheit is like a.
They say reisgesundheit, but not on shoes.
Now he says, now here's the part that I want to say. V'yesh misha kosav, she'ein leima kein almin olam. Oy begodem ha'asuyim me'oides, like you have a leather jacket. You shouldn't say the bracha. Why? Me'oides show behemoth, they come from the skin of an animal. The imkain ha'yitzichim Lohamis behemo. Achares, you have to kill another animal to get the leather for your shoes. Sheyichadesh mimenu beged acher. Uksiv steht in Posuk v'rachma v'kol maso. You're supposed to have rachmanis. Now look, an interesting thing what the Ramah concludes over here. V'hinei hatam cholosh. It's not much of a reason when we go. Ain't near it because it's not really. You're not killing the animals to get the skin. I mean, you know. Of mikom Rabbi makpidim alzeh shalayla amr. So you have it over here that.
It's interesting you said that because I once had an issue with the guy.
So I said also yesterday that how do I know all this? Because in my Sefer V'divat Bom, I have a question, why did they buy shoes? So Teretz, because if they bought something else, they'd have to make a Shechiyonu.
And they had to sell Yosef to get it.
Yeah, they didn't want to make a Shechiyonu.
On the money that they got from Yosef.
They're happy that they sold them and everything. So therefore, if they bought shoes, because on shoes, you don't make a Shechiyonu.
Is that what you write in the book?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good book.
Yeah, okay.
But I had a guy who didn't want to put on film.
I once told the story of it, I'll tell it again. There was I'll tell you where it was. You know, there used to be the bakery in Albany, the Albany Bakery. The original owner of the older bakery was a man by the name Shemansky. He ended up getting out of the bakery and had a cleaning store on Notion Avenue. He had sons that used to daven here in shul. So one time, in the yeshiva, we used to dismiss. Friday, 12 o'clock was dismissal. But I didn't go home 12 o'clock because, you know, what if there's a problem with a bus or something, someone doesn't show up? I used to go home a little later. So there used to be on the radio, there was WEVD, where your father spoke over there, and there was different yeshivas, different rabbis that spoke over there. And so I'm driving home, and I turn on the radio, and I hear it was a Rabbi Cohen from the east side. Incidentally, I don't think anyone knows this, but Rabbi Cohen was a Litvish Yid who was a brother of the partisan. You know,
really?
The partisan.
Zush's brother?
Zush really was from a Litvish yeshiva.
Mm-hmm.
How does he come to Chassidim? He went by Rabbi Chanan Wasserman in Baranovich, but during the war he ended up in Russia Tashkent over there. Over there, he ended up with Lubavitcher. That's where he became a Lubavitcher. So Rabbi Cohen was speaking, and he used to work with the Rashag also. I happen to know him. I used to like his drushes. And he said a very interesting drasha. I don't know what the drasha was, but I decided to myself, it sounds very good. I'll say it Shabbos and Shul. So I said it Shabbos and Shul, and after davening, this Mr. Shemensky calls, he said, "Weißt du, Rebbe, ich gehört dieselbe drasha from Rabbi Cohen." So I didn't lose myself, and I said to him, "Mr. Shemensky, great man. We both took it from the same sefer." So sometimes I steal from everybody about the bum. Okay.
But I had a guy who didn't want to put on tefillin because he said that he's a vegan, and he didn't want to have the animal that was killed to be able to make the tefillin.
Yeah.
So I had to convince him that the animal that we made these tefillin with died on his own.
It makes a lot of sense.
Actually, yesterday, he just walked in now. Yesterday, when they were discussing about what I said about they bought shoes, so he says it's steht in Marze. I just showed it. It's a Tagim Yenis of Ben Uziel on the Pasuk. They asked from Kessler, he said they bought shoes. Okay.
But you heard this story why they bought shoes and nothing else?
I think it makes a lot of
They
sense.
told-
What?
I think it makes a lot of sense that makes. Reason why you don't say שהחיינו by a bris was the baby's in Tsar. So you kill a guy as a Tsar.
That's what it says.
It makes a lot of sense.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny.
Er bringt das in dieselbe Halacha bei Schno. Bei Shachianu. Ja, das dieselbe Halacha. Dieselbe Sache.
Okay. Now we can go back over here.
If I remember right, you said that the Rebbe told Reb Zusha to go visit his brother when he was here.
Could be, I don't know.
Someone said.
Could be, but his real name was Cohen. It could be Cohen is a false name. I don't know. The people change names, doing that. But they were brothers. They were from Litvish yeshivas.
Reb Zusha.
This Rabbi Cohen, his brother, the Rashak never went alone to visit a person. He always went with somebody. So he had a few Rabbanim that were paid, that they would work a few hours in the week with the Rashak to raise money. So this Cohen used to travel around with the Rashak,
So it was not Mamish Aditrak. It was not Mamish Amisnagit.
No, he came from good fishy background. I'm just saying, because people think that, he's a big chassid, he was the big chassid from Eretz Yisrael, and everything.
Zugekommen. Is a viel nicht Geshes.
He was the Rebbe's spy
Was Rebbe
in
spy?
Israel.
Yeah.
He gave the Rebbe the truth, the duch of everything the way it is. He used
I
to
think
visit
we're
whole
up-
whole Israel, to visit all the places.
Oh, we're up to Vav. Halayvish beged chodesh. If someone put on a new garment, I mentioned yesterday, to us, a beged chodesh is not such a yichus. I mean, everyone has a number of suits and everything. But on August side, it was a big thing. For a wedding, up in gemacht some kreide, and they wore it till with patches and everything, with ratas they called it, till couldn't have it anymore. She said, "Alayvish begesh chodesh yesh oimim shemavorech mal b'sharumim. Af al pi shekva birach b'shacha, even though he already made the bracha in the morning." So he says, "V'nochen uvara b'rei shem u'malchus." And v'tayv l'rov shoy koydem birchas ha'shacha l'paiter b'brachas mal b'sharumim. If you know that you're putting on a new suit, so you have to
Do it in the morning.
do it in the morning. V'chein b'chagura chadasha, a new belt. V'im lechaga ad racha birchas ha'shacha. Oiz yisol b'gvura means that the Eibusha guards us, gobs us with strength. B'li shema malchus, V'chein b'koiva, same thing also by a hat. You make baruch oite yisrael b'sefara. Oite yisrael means crown.
Do we do that?
We don't make any of these
Because
brachas
these things are simple to
because
us.
it's not such a choshev zach by us that the garments is not so choshev. I mean, people have a number of garments.
This was before the meals.
Incidentally, I'll say one din over here that's a little bit connected. The marshal, if you sleep at night at a talus cotton, so you don't make a bracha in the morning on the tzitzis, and the bracha from the talus covers the tzitzis. If you don't sleep at night with a talus cotton, or if you don't wear a talus,
Or you change talus cotton.
yeah, so then you have to make a bracha in the morning. But sometimes people go Friday afternoon to the mikveh, and they take on a set of clothing for Shabbos.
And they put on
And
another
among
pair
the
of
clothing
tzitzis.
is a different talus cotton. So then you have to make a separate bracha. You're not yotze with the bracha that you made in the morning.
On the talus.
On the talus cotton.
Yeah, but on the, we don't make on the talus cotton.
I'm saying that people that didn't.
So, but
If-
if I change my tzitzis, then it's not yotze with the bracha that I made in the morning.
No, it doesn't cover for a whole day.
So when do you make the bracha? In the mikveh, you can't make the bracha anyway.
So when you come out,
Oh, interesting. You have to do that.
they come from okay.
The pair we are mekaben by the Bishas Atalis.
Yeah.
What?
No, but he's saying now that in the afternoon when you change it to
But in the
another pair of
afternoon.
tzitzis for Shabbos.
Ah.
You put on a Shabbos to Geveged, you have to do that. I do
Okay, he
that.
talks over here about the bracha before Malbus Shulman, or before you said it or after you said it. There's a cover.
Right.
So I'm saying, I'm giving you an
But
example.
that's actually practical?
What's
That's
the
what I
co-
should do?
So maybe Bli Shem U'Malchus.
Not unless you're totally different.
So with Shem Malchus.
Why not?
It's interesting. I never did that. If you put on a clean pair of tzitzis, that's for the Shabbos.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon, after you made the bracha in the morning. A bracha on those tzitzis?
If you don't make a bracha on tzitzis, you still yotze tzitzis?
Mir machen nicht.
What's it got to do with the bracha?
Bei Mikveh, weiß ich noch nicht.
Oh, Shabbos, yeah. I do.
Even if the same. Ich sehe das gewinnt.
I do. Never knew
In the morning we don't do it. Why don't we?
that. Because you ate with the talis. And afterward, that, so if you had a problem with your tzitzis during
Okay.
the day, I assume it's
So a Bocher, das machen die in der Tag.
Yeah, well, they do make everything. That's
Okay,
wild.
I just wanted to, what we learned now just reminded me to mention this thing.
What time is mine?
Our Shmuas Taivas, if you hear good news, Ben Shu Taivas Rabim, Ben Shu Taivas Yachid, makes no difference if it's for an individual or a community. Kol Shalibai Sameach B'Taivasai, whatever, if you're happy, you may hear things, but it's not negated to you. You know what I mean? You hear someone got $1 million. What's it got to do with you? You know. Kegain shu over by rabbi.
Stop.
Hey.
It could bother him.
Huh?
It could bother him. Some people, it could bother them.
Yeah, right.
Harvai on everyone.
That means he's like what the Rebbe used to call you did Neman, a good friend. So Mavarach Hatayv HaMeitav. Hatayv Loi Shesimach Gubavai VaMeitav Ubishanasa Loi Hatayv the Ein Tzarech Goyma, and how much more in Roya Hatayv the Eino, not first he said you heard, if you saw it, you know, the Imbisru Taiva Atzmai, if you were told some good news about yourself, it demos Mavara Shechiyana, because it's about you. We said there's the difference between it's for you or for two people. The Im Yeshua Shutif, if it applies to your business, and you have let's say you were in court, let's say, suing for something, and you get a call, just came out a decision in your favor. So it's not only in your favor, it's in your partner's favor also.
Did you ever make a teva make that?
I don't know. ואם יש לו שוטה בו, מבורך הטוב והמתו. והוא הדין אם רואה בעיניו, או ידע בעצמו הטוב שהגיע לו, מבורך שהחיינו. אם אין לו שוטה בו, if he has no. So you say, if you heard something and it'll affect
yourself.
you and your partner, you go, sure, okay, I'll leave over here.
It's interesting if